When did you know that Anthony was a superstar?
When I gave birth to him?
Yes, ma'am. We're excited to meet you, excited to talk to you. Some of them were asking, when did you know that Anthony was a superstar?
When I gave birth to him?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I should have known that when I asked the question. They should have known that. Yeah. You're right. He's always been a superstar to you.
When he was in...
Here's a little closer.
He was in elementary, and they had a track and field day.
Okay.
So he went there, and I was so nervous because he was just sitting there, and all the other kids was warming up, getting ready to throw the ball. So he went up to, well, it was just finally his time to go, and I'm just nervous. And my sister was like, girl, I ain't worried, that's Anthony. Now my nephew gonna do good. So I was like, okay. So he went up, and all the other kids, they, did their thing, and they threw the ball, and it, went a little distance. But Anthony just walked up, grabbed the ball, threw it, and walked off. So the guy looked back at Anthony like, what in the world? He had to go get a cart to go get the ball that Anthony threw. So I was like, oh my God, my son is awesome.
So he just launched it then.
He just walked up, threw the ball, and went back and sat down and finished talking to his friend. And I was so amazed because he was just so, he had like this
calmness, just humbleness about him.
Yes. So, and I'm like, Anthony, I said, did you see the man have to go get the car? He's like, yes, ma'am. Like, it was just like nothing to him. And I was like, that's a big deal.
So he's been quarterback since day one then? No.
He's been playing football since he was 4, but he really started playing quarterback. I mean, my uncle always taught him how to, hold his arm up, throw the ball, things like that, since he was 3 or 4 years old.
Okay.
But he really stepped into quarterback at the age of 8 or 9.
Okay. So since then he's been kind of highly focused on that. Another question from the fans were, you were here with the Mullen era, right, in that coaching transition. How has it transitioned from Mullen to Billy from your perspective, from a parent perspective?
We got a photo bomber.
There he is. I love it.
How has it transitioned? You say as far as what, Anthony, or
from how the coaching staff treating you as a parent?
Oh, they're awesome.
Right.
Yeah, I really didn't have an issue with the coaching staff when Mullen was there.
Okay, good.
But I mean, they're awesome. They check in with me to make sure that I'm doing okay, and that means a lot. And then they welcome my youngest son in as well, so I don't have to worry about him. So that means a lot as well. So it's a pretty good transition. Good.
It was very, very smooth. So again, a lot of the Mullen situation. There's been a back and forth on how that was. But you had a great experience with them as well. Then
I had a good experience. Good stuff. Yeah.
Good stuff. Do you have anything that you want to tell us about Anthony Richardson that would maybe kind of be embarrassing for him that he wouldn't want us to know? But it's kind of like a mama's thing that like I gotta say this. It's like a fun story that we wouldn't know without you telling us.
I mean, I can tell you a lot about my youngest son.
You can tell me.
As far as Anthony, he's always been pretty good.
Pretty calm, cool, collected.
Yeah.
Always got a good head on.
It was weird because he was a really good kid.
It was weird, you were hoping he'd be bad, like.
Yeah, sometimes I just be like, Anthony, get a bad grade or something, so I won't have to, follow through with this promise I made to get you these expensive shoes or something. But he was pretty good. It was the thing that made me nervous, I would say, when he was younger, is he got into doing parkour.
Okay,
so
there's a lot of backflips I hear, right?
Yes, but it was worse because we would be at the park and he would run up along the side of the pole and flip. And I'm nervous, like I'm having these little mini heart attacks. Like, stop doing that. He was like, Mama, look. And it's always Mama, look. And then he does this weird thing, and I'm like, no. But,
is he still doing that now? We can't be having him risking that now. Is he still?
Oh no, thank God he's out of that phase.
He grew out of that stage. What about your younger son? Is he got him in that stage now?
My youngest son always dance.
Dance?
Yes, you can find him at the track practice or during the track meet or at basketball or football practice. You're gonna find my son dancing.
I love it.
Everybody's lined up. Everybody's getting ready to for the play.
Just feeling himself.
He's just back there just dancing.
I love it. How so Anthony's obviously trying to go into the music career. What's your thoughts on his music?
Anthony's talented. He can do anything he wants to do.
Sure.
I'm the mom that says go for it.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, if it gets out of hand, I usually sit down and have a conversation with him, but go for it. If it's not, hurting anything, I'm for it.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's an opportunity for him to express himself too, it's cool for the fans to see a different side too. I think with social media and the NIL, we're able to see more than we could see before, and it's fun for us as fans. We have a question from Cody. He goes, how has the NIL changed with you and your family? Has it had an impact with you?
I don't know how to answer that.
Well, I mean, I just did like
it's new. It's something different, and I'm still learning from a lot of it. So ask me that in a year or two.
In a year, sure. I'll put it on the calendar. It is very new. And so, I mean, how has Anthony kind of adapted? I mean, the fame has really kind of just skyrocketed on him being that superstar. How has he managed it? Is he still your Anthony, right? Your baby boy, of kind of just calm, cool, collected?
Yeah, that's who I see. I see Anthony. Everybody sees Anthony Richardson, AR-15.
He's checking you out, making sure you're doing a good job.
Well, everybody sees Anthony Richardson, the football player.
Sure.
And I see my son.
Sure.
He's still that sweet, humble kid. He's still the jokester. He's still Anthony to me. Just my Anthony. So when I'm in the mall or something like that, and everybody stops, like, oh my God, Anthony, can I get your autograph? It's like, oh, okay.
There he is. We'll have you on in a minute. It's mom's time right now. I know.
Go away.
Yeah, she's our superstar today.
What's up? Sight.
There it is. There's the prime example of Anthony being Anthony. I love it. So a great question. Obviously, Billy had to come in and earn your respect. I think he's a big component on earning the family. Did it take him long to earn you? As like, look, I'm bought in on you coaching my son. Was there ever a thought of like maybe look with a new coach coming in, were you a little concerned with Anthony? Like, hey, we should go somewhere else. Like, was that ever a thought, or was he always bought in, or you as well?
In the beginning when he came in, I was a little skeptical because I didn't know how it would affect my son.
Okay.
But as long as he continued to be the guy that I saw on, social media and things like that, because his former players loved him.
Sure.
And he came in and he was the same exact guy. And then to me, I mean, we're okay. So I wasn't thinking about, okay, we need to leave, we need to do this and that. It's like, let's wait and see what happens.
Sure. Let's be
and
patient.
He has my respect. Napier is a pretty cool guy, especially when he's so focused on family.
Sure.
Because a lot of these players don't have their mom in Gainesville like Anthony does.
Sure.
So, I mean, to see them and see their parents and seeing them happy and enjoying themselves, he got my respect.
Absolutely. That's a good point. I think people realize, too, like, we look at these players and we think, like, they're these grown men. They're still kids. They're still trying to figure themselves out and grow up. And when they come to these colleges and they're away from their family, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's hard on them. So for you to be close, that's good on Anthony. But you're saying Billy's doing a great job of making it feel like a family all the time.
Yes.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see here. Mom for Heisman. You're getting votes for Heisman now to win the Heisman. That's what.
Okay, do I have to do the poll?
If you want to.
Okay.
I think Anthony's out and you're in. So it looks like they're a big fan of you.
It's official.
What's your favorite moment as favorite moment you've had watching AR play?
My favorite moment. Thank you. I wouldn't say necessarily watching him play because I've watched him play
forever now. Yeah.
But it was a time when he was on camera, and they have the hype guys, so they're jumping up and down and waving their towels and stuff. And Anthony is not supposed to be over there.
With the hype guys?
Yes. But I looked on camera, and he was sneaking over there, and I saw the sneaky look. Because I noticed Anthony's sneaky look. Like, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I'm going to go over there. But he creeped up over there, and then he had his little orange towel. He was jumping up and down, and that was like my favorite moment.
That's an incredible story. Like it's not a football moment. It's not a big play. It's your son being who he is in a big moment. That is too cool. I love hearing that. What have you been to any of his? I'm sure you've been to a few of his games, right? The last year. What was your favorite game that you went to? Your favorite stadium that you were able to go to?
My favorite game in stadium. Well, of course, UF Stadium is my favorite.
Absolutely. Swamp.
I can't say a favorite game. Because all the games that I go to are
Always a blast.
Yeah.
Now, do you get nervous when you watch him? Is it nerve-wracking to see him when he's out there, or are you pretty calm, cool, and collected now?
I get nervous in the beginning when I see him come out and do a backflip. That's when I get nervous.
Okay.
Because other than that, Anthony's Anthony.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
I can say I was nervous when he got the concussion.
Sure.
Georgia game.
Sure.
And what made me nervous, because I didn't even see it happen because I was, so far up, which is good. But I didn't see it happen. Everyone was texting and calling me and telling me.
Yeah.
So it's like,
unknowing what happened.
yeah, so I'm like, what's going on? Like, and then Anthony called and said, Mama, I'm not going back in the game. I was like, okay.
But you at least got to talk to him, so you knew everything was good.
Everyone else made me nervous.
that always happens. Everyone always makes it seem worse, and you don't know, so then you're in your head. Mr. Jizzle says, hello, Mama, and go Gators. A.A. Ron says, I love her. I can see why Anthony is such a great man. Yes, absolutely. When did Anthony know Florida was a university for him?
Oh, that's a question for Anthony.
It is a good question. That is true. You don't know?
I don't know. During that process, I told him to make sure that he choose a school that he fits into, that, because it's always his choice regardless. And it was plenty of nights he came and he'll lay on my floor in my bedroom, and I'll be laying in the bed. And we would just have these conversations of why, he want to go to this school, why he want to go to that school. And it was always based on his major. And I was like, okay. And then it was just one day I was in the kitchen washing dishes, and he's like, Mom, I know what school I want to go to. I was like, okay, go for it. And that's when the tweet came out. I'm a little older, so I don't know what's the name of all of this stuff. As the tweet came out, and he chose UF for the second time. So I really can't answer when he knew. So I'm just glad it was UF, because I didn't have to pack and move and everything, because I surely was going to go with my son.
You're going to follow him?
I was going.
I love that. So, I mean, again, I don't have the mom perspective, but from talking to you and just your stories and kind of how you perceive him, I can tell that you have kept the mom role to a T. Like nothing's, like you said, nothing's changed for you, right? Yeah. And I appreciate that. It's really cool to see, like you, because I think, again, with all this going on all around him, right? I mean, there's a lot. He has to have a place he can come back, and it still feels the same. I'm grounded. There's a home, right? And I can definitely feel that you do that. And I love your energy. It's like, look, it is what it is, right? You kind of just have fun. Like, for the fact that your favorite moment is him just being himself, I think that is too cool. Do you have anything you wanted to say before we let you go? I appreciate you taking this time as well, and I know they loved talking to you as well.
Yeah, I love talking to them too. I mean, I want to thank everybody, because he was always Anthony for me, and for everyone to see his potential and love him for who he is. I really appreciate that, because moms, we worry.
Sure.
And our job is to protect our kids and love them, and that's what I've done. But to see the fans go in and support him and protect him as well, because there's been people that have tried to attack Anthony. Sure. And the fans jump right in. Nope, not their quarterback. So,
yeah, that's a quarterback.
Yeah. So I appreciate everyone, and I thank them so much. I mean, that's all I want to say. I mean, I love them. I love the fans.
Sure, yeah. Gator Nation, it's fun. They can be ruthless.
Gator Nation is awesome.
But they are a good time. They're a good time. Do you call? I mean, AR-15. Obviously, the 15 came. Or was he 15 before he came here, or was that?
No, he was number 2.
Oh, that's right. I remember his
He's
pick.
actually just going to drop the 15.
He's dropping.
He's not dropping a number. He's going to be Anthony Richardson.
Oh, he's getting rid of the nickname.
Yes, the nickname AR-15.
Okay, I was going to ask. So he obviously didn't come up with that. It came through. It felt like last year, or was that something that kind of built in internally?
I don't know.
I'll ask him that.
Yes, because it was just.
That's interesting that he's dropping it. That's breaking news from Mom there, that he's getting rid of it. He doesn't want to be.
He's keeping the number. He's not taking away the number 15, but he's going to be Anthony Richardson, because no matter what number he is, he's always going to be Anthony, especially for the fans. I mean, he was 8. He was number 6. He was number 2. When he was at high school, he came in number 19. Okay,
that's a good point. Is that you can't be branded as that, because now you've put yourself into that position where I have to have that number if I ride that nickname. So that's a good point. That's a good decision by him. I will say. One more question from Muddy. They're asking, would you prefer your son to stay one more year in Florida? Because a lot of people have him going high in the draft boards next year. Or is it a him decision, or would you like him to go on? This is where the mom comes in.
I would like Anthony to do what's comfortable and best for Anthony.
I already knew the answer from talking to you, but I at least wanted to ask.
I'm just here to support him regardless of what decision he makes, which I pretty much pray that he makes the right decision always.
Sure.
But whatever is best for him, I'm for it.
I think that's an important part. I think because we see on TV with these recruitments, they'll see the moms and the dads that get upset or have a play in where the child's going to go, right? It's big, and it look. I'm sure it has an impact on the kid and as well as the family. So where your head's at and where your mind's at, it has to be there. He's always going to be my son, regardless of what he decides to do. It doesn't make a difference to me.
Right.
My life.
You get it.
Wherever he goes, I'm gonna be there. So he's gonna come hang out with Mama no matter what he's doing.
Right.
So
I mean, he's a Gator. He's always gonna be a Gator. So no matter if he stays or goes.
I love that. Well, Shonda, I do appreciate you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes,
You've been a pleasure. You're an absolute treat. Thank you so much.
The fans are awesome too.
Yes, they are.
I love the questions. I love them.
They're a good time. They're a hoot. They're awesome. They're very supportive. They're very loving and ask some fun questions. So
yes, they do.
I'm sure they appreciate
I was nervous, but
No, you killed it. You did an incredible. This stuff's easy.
Thank you.
This stuff's easy. Thank you.